And welcome to another episode of RV Camping with Wade's RV. I'm your host, Little Wade.
And I'm Willie D, the Mustache Maniac.
And today we're here to talk about new winter arrivals. Man, the biggest promotion that I'm excited about, Willie D, because it makes RV camping so achievable, so affordable that literally if you have if you could just contain yourself from buying expensive coffee every day, you could afford this RV.
Definitely can. And it's one of the most famous RVs out there. It's the one you started dancing on way back when. It's the famous Aspen Trail 17RB. And we actually have the option for the 17BH. So if you're looking for a couple's coach.
Time out. What's RB stand for?
RB stands for a rear bath, and BH stands for bunkhouse. So if you're looking for the rear bath, typically couples, because they're not looking for the bunk bed option, typically couples go with the rear bath, and then typically families, they go with the bunkhouse because they get a couple extra sleeping spaces. And I love this Aspen Trail because it comes with everything you need. For one, you have the propane up front, you have your battery, and that comes from Wade's RV, by the way. You also have your heat inside there. You have your refrigerator. You have your air conditioning. You have your shower. You have your toilets. You have your sink. You have your burner cooktop. What else do you need to go camping aside from a camping chair?
Well, you know, I'm just thinking about
Bagel Bites, but
yeah.
Aside from that, I mean, it has all the basic equipment that you need. It even has stabilizer jacks. I mean, they didn't cut corners with this thing. And
outdoor speakers? No, it comes with a portable speaker.
Portable Boss speaker.
Which
does
is
have a power awning.
Yeah, power awning. Man, it's just an amazing unit, and it's so affordable. It's crazy. $13,995.
Yes.
So if you have decent credit, no money down,
you can get into it for less than $200 a month typically.
And that's no gotchas. That's no that's good credit, no money down, not pulling your arm, with approved credit, because somebody's going to say, and you know.
Everyone says back in the day. I remember back in the good old days. And this price reminds me of back in the good old days, back in 2016 and 2017, when the prices were low like this. And so you can't find, I might be misspeaking, but I don't think there's another travel trailer at this price with these features anywhere in the United States. And that's what I love about it, is it has all of that stuff that we were used to and used to seeing before the inflation and everything. So it brings me back to the good old days.
It really does. And so when we were at Open House, which was a few months back, Aspen Trail, we have a really good relationship with them. And so when we were talking to them, they were saying, hey, more features, better colors. We're changing the design up to make it more functionality, make the functionality better, because the customers were saying, hey, love this, but have you thought about that? And so they went in there and they got an interior designer to kind of help them out. And it's just like, I kept hearing more and more and more. And I was like, what's the price tag going to be? And they were like, wow, it's actually cheaper than they were the previous year. So
very rare, because when we were up there, it seemed like for the last couple of years, we've just been getting the beating of the RV, industry, because the manufacturers, they knew the demand was up and the dealerships had to pay. Yeah. And so we didn't really have anything we could do.
We had from just no negotiating power.
No, nothing at all. And so this year when we went up there, it was really refreshing, because the interest rates, I think, kind of change the tides of things a little bit.
Yeah.
And so the RV manufacturers started to cater more to the consumer, and definitely more to the dealership. And so they made it affordable for us, affordable for the consumer, and they really packed in those features, and they changed it up, because, we're looking at 2023. From 2020 to 2023, there wasn't very many changes.
No.
And this year, I mean, it's awesome. And I've really enjoyed, because Aspen Trail, I know Salem, they stepped up their game, and they were one of those manufacturers again that said, there's more features, no price increase. No features, more price. And it was a breath of fresh air, really.
Yeah. So the next on the list, anything else you want to talk about the Aspen Trail?
If you haven't started camping, it's a great entry-level camper to really get your feet wet. And what I like is, many times people think, you're getting in a brand new car, rolling off the lot, you're going to be losing that money.
No.
Well, with this camper, I mean, the MSRP on it, if I'm not mistaken, I don't have it right in front of me, but it's like 22,000. So that whole drive off the lot depreciation, you're not having to worry about. And that's why we call it an entry level, because you can get into it, see what you like. You might keep this camper forever, but people seem to like camping, so they usually like to get bigger campers as they go on. They, you get a little tiny tent, you like it, you get a bigger one. So same thing with RVing.
Yeah, and that's why we wanted this to be our price leader. It's great entry level. It's great for husband and wife as a couples coach, and you have another option for a small family. So it's a great starter unit because
and you can trade it in easy.
Yeah, and so that's why we did that. And so another awesome feature that I like about the Aspen Trail, it's going to be when you purchase this, that's the price. There's no gotchas, no gimmies, no nothing else. It's the $13,995. Okay. And you get, I don't know why we forget to advertise this all the time. Propane tank, full of propane. That's a Wade's RV feature that we don't talk about enough, that we give to you as a customer for free. A battery with a battery case to protect your battery, and then we install it on the front right there by the propane tank, all right?
When was the last time you went to Walmart and you enjoyed buying a battery, little Wade?
I actually just bought a battery the other day for my generator, and I hated it. It cost $89, dude.
Yeah. And for these RVs...
For a little battery this big.
Yeah, the RV ones are more like that big.
Yeah.
So you would think it comes with that, and it doesn't. So Daddy-O, he's putting them on there. He's paying for that battery. So for me, that's something that hits home because I do not like paying for batteries.
I don't either, man. And so you got the propane, the battery. There's something. The starter kit. We give you guys a starter kit. So literally, when you pull off the lot, before I'm getting ahead of myself. So you get the starter kit, and then you come for delivery. You come to pick up your RV for the day. You get a one-on-one RV training session about your RV, specialized. Any questions you have, there's no time limit. You can literally be out there all stinking day, 8 hours.
Learning how to use your camper.
Yeah. Some people, an hour, 2 hours, depends on the unit, depends on the person, and if they have a lot of questions or if they want to go that in depth, one-on-one. And so when you literally, this is what I was going to say, when you literally leave, you could just leave here and go to the campsite and be ready to camp and rock and roll and have fun all night long.
Yeah.
You don't get that anywhere else, man.
We even include toilet paper. That's how in-depth it gets. I always tell people, all you got to do is stop and grab food on your way out.
Exactly.
So, that's a big deal. Now, the other unit that I'm really excited about is the Pasadena. We had one just arrive in Oklahoma City, and this is going to be our new Super C. And more importantly, it's under $300,000. That's a really big feature that I like. But you have the floor plan space, you have the features. This thing is full of luxury. I love how, like I said, the overhead space, you have full space for two people. Typically in those overhead cabs, you have a comfortable space for one person, but you and your wife could go up there and stay with some friends and have your own total area. So I really like that. You have the full residential fridges, full residential showers, the nice full big screen TV, because everyone likes, hanging out and watching a little TV when you're out there. And it's just packed out and it looks cool. They put the new graphics package, and then I think they call it the
rims?
Blackout. Yeah, the Blackout American Racing
So is that
rims.
standard? That's what I thought. I didn't want to misspeak because it's a new product here, and I was like, man, I think that
that's what they changed up. That's
a
a standard, and I think if you want it, I think you can still get it with the chrome if you want.
Okay,
but they're going to have to specially not outfit it.
Don't do that. It looks stinking awesome the way it is.
Yeah, you have the rims, you have the headlights, the mirrors, everything's blackout, and it really just complements the paint jobs because they have. To me, the bright blues and the reds really pop, but with that, it just really complements it. So I really like that, and the price point, the features, it's all there. And
for Super C, the price point is amazing. You guys, I would highly recommend something that we always offer that we don't talk about enough. We don't talk enough about this is come out here and test drive it.
Yes, take a test drive it. See how you like it, see how it feels, because one thing that you'll like about a Super C is, I'm a big diesel fan, so you might not like that, but it gives you a little bit of that, gives you that big dog. And whenever you hit the diesel, and I mean, you feel that thing take off, and it kind of lifts up a little bit. I mean,
really,
it feels good when you drive that. It's got a lot of torque and stuff behind it.
I need to take it out and drive it because I have not taken
It's like driving a
sports
sports car. So, you get in behind one of those loud sports cars, and you hear the muffler rattling, and you're ready to hit that race line. It's kind of the same way in this. And so it's a fun unit to drive. Aside from just having a super cool home on wheels, you have a hot rod.
So you're saying when you're driving underneath the bridge, give it a little
give it a little
yeah. That's awesome.
Bop. So yes,
he's going to be rolling smoke over here in the dang Class C.
Don't tell Thor Industries.
That's awesome.
So I'm really excited about that. That is one great unit from Thor. And then another one that we're bringing back is the Palazzo. So they did redesigns on the Palazzo, and that's an old favorite of mine. That was actually the second diesel pusher I ever sold. The first diesel pusher I ever sold was a brand new or a used Tuscany. The second one was a brand new Palazzo. So I've had a relationship with these for a long time, and the redesign I really like because they had some problems with some slides and some just different construction features, and they've overcome. They had a new design team, and so I can stand behind the product again, and I'm really happy we have it here at Wade's RV.
Yeah, I would agree. I've the last few years, I say, what was it 2 years ago we had them?
Yeah, it was like right
about
around
that
there.
3-year run with Thor. I've driven a Tuscany I think we took a Tuscany to
almost down to Mexico. It was down there on the south. Yeah, down south.
Yeah. And then I've delivered a few Palazzos. I think those are awesome units. At one point, I would almost
entry-level
say
diesel. If you don't know about
yeah.
Entry-level diesel pusher. If you're not familiar, I wanted to clarify.
Yeah.
You can get into this diesel pusher for the same price that you can get into a lot of the high-end gas rigs. So if you're looking for that performance and that comfort, but you don't necessarily want the fancy blue lights behind your bed headboard, the Palazzo might just be for you.
So, and I've told, and it's all about preference, guys. So don't
hang your hat on your gas rig.
Yeah,
right?
don't hang.
Saying,
and I'm just saying,
in comparison on the price points, you just got to make a choice what works better for you and your family.
And I agree 100%. And I have a friend out there. He's probably watching. And he was like, "Wait, well, what should I get? This and that." I'm like, dude, if you're going to get something that big, go diesel. It's going to be a little bit more, but you're going to love it. It's going to be more comfortable. It's going to have air ride and this and that. But that's all the features that I love. You know what I mean? He got a gas rig. He loved it, but he's always going, "Hey, what if? Well, it was only this. He's playing that what if game."
And it depends on where you're going. I mean, like I love using gas motorhomes for going around here locally. Yeah, I'm going to Arizona or something for 12 hours. Probably want that air ride and stuff. So it just depends
on how much you use it
and all that. So there's so many different features. Mainly, I'm just nerding out on.
Well, me too. And I probably beat up on the gas rig more than I should, but that's just my preference.
And that's what we're trying to sell some Palazzos here, kinda. So we're trying to sell a Palazzo. So if you got
that's an awesome entry level
diesel pusher, loaded out with features, and I like that they are a little smaller. So if you haven't gotten into the motorhome game. You can get really comfortable with those. And of course, we do those test drives. So new products from Thor, really excited for that. And then a new brand that we haven't carried at all. And these guys are really cool. We got to go to the factory, got to hang out with them a little bit. And they had a really good snack table. I will say, I really like the pretzels and everything they had for us there. But more importantly, they make some really cool RVs that are super, super strong. So the guys at Nexus, we've been putting out some videos over them the last couple weeks, talking about the different products and introducing them to you. But they have a special steel cage construction on these Class Cs that no one else has. And so we're really excited to bring them in because the price point, the features, and of course the luxury. I mean, it's a really nice motorhome.
Now, and another preference of mine, if you want to go with a gas rig, in my opinion, for a family or just anyone that wants something that's not like a big diesel pusher, you got to look at the C's, man. A Class C is like the best, in my opinion. And Nexus, I was really impressed with the way they were methodical on the layouts and the design, and they listened to their customers. And when you went into the shop, they had an entire wall, because at one point when they were early
Customer
on,
direct,
they were direct to customers, and they literally we would have their customers out there. They would do a build sheet, and then they take a picture of the customers, and they told us the story that they would literally have the piece of paper in the factory. So when these guys were working on the chassis, they would see, hey, we're building this chassis for this customer right here. And then it would go to the next stage. Hey, we're building this steel frame or the metal frame for this customer right here. And then, I mean, so on and so forth. And
That's
I just
probably
thought,
one of the coolest features to me.
it was because and I was like, man, this is so cool. We do almost the same thing. And we've done it for years. Hey, our customers love turning miles into memories. We're their RV partner and throughout the life of their RVing journey. And we get pictures time to time, and we have a picture wall in Willie D's office. And it's just like, and we're on there camping ourselves. And so I just thought that was really cool to see them as a family-owned manufacturer that really takes pride, and they still do that to this day on their customers coming back, or customers that purchase from like dealers like us going to their little seminars and conventions to kind of teach them and coach them more about how to utilize their RVs. And they're adding still to this day pictures on that wall. And I just thought it was cool.
Yeah, Gary, one thing that he mentioned every single time is we listen. Every time he walked us into a new RV, the big changes that they made were from their customer rally of people telling them what they liked and didn't like from the year before. But then secondarily, just like your dad's here every single day and he's working in the shop, same thing with those owners is they are in that shop working every single day. And if you get on the website, they have their cell phone number there.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I don't know any other manufacturer that the owners put their cell phone number on the website, and that is dedication to their product and customer service. So they really want to make sure that their customers are taken care of, and I think it's going to be a great partnership because that's our goal, is we want you to go to the campsite and have the best time possible. RVs are just the way we help you do that. I mean, that's just the method of how we help you turn miles into memories.
And I think that's huge as a customer. That's a selling point to me. I'm like, sold. And what does that tell me if you have an owner that's that bold enough to put their phone number on the website?
They clearly don't think they're going to be getting very many complaints.
They stand behind their product.
They stand behind it.
Yeah.
So I think that was really cool. And they have innovation. So they have a lifted Super C, which I think is really cool. It's on a Chevy chassis, Chevy diesel chassis. That's brand new. Haven't seen anyone else with that. And then I really like their Vipers. So they have some nice, I think they call them B pluses.
Yeah.
And so kind of an in between the B where it's just a van, and then your Class C where you have the cab over and kind of bigger chassis and different things. It's right in between there. And they had some really good floor plans, no slide, still lots of space and lots of efficiency. So these guys are cutting edge, and they are a newer brand out there.
Yeah.
But they're cutting, you know what I mean? They're newer, but they're not at the low end of selling. They are selling a lot of RVs for a good reason because they're making a great product.
They are.
So those are some new ones that we actually have had arrive. The only one we don't have on the lot right now is a Palazzo, and I talked to Big Smoke, and he said very soon. He didn't have an exact date, but he said within weeks, of course, before the show. But keep your eye out for that. I definitely will have a video as soon as it arrives. But those are some new ones that we've had arrive here, and the crazy thing is, these are just the ones we have here, Wade. We haven't even told them the stuff that hasn't arrived. So there's so much more to come from Salem and Ibex and a lot more of the towables. We've just had a little bit more of the motorhomes coming in here recently. So keep your eyes open. If you're looking to upgrade, we got a lot of options that are definitely going to tempt you. If you're looking to get into RVing, we have a lot of options that will definitely tempt you. And if you're just a fan of RVs and you want to be an RV nerd like me, keep tuning in because we have lots of RV information, and you get to see all these cool units because at Wade's RV, we have over 300 in stock. So a lot to choose from. And
if you're looking to sell your RV because you want to upgrade or just because you want to make some money, we have a consignment program that I would highly encourage you to take advantage of. 0 fee. We have the systems in place to advertise and finance your RV nationwide. And so basically that's like, think about it like we're going to be your real estate agent, but for your RV. And so literally you just come drop it off. We'll take care of the rest. Willie D will sign and handwrite a check, and we'll put it in your mailbox.
Mailbox money, baby.
Cha-ching!
So bring your RVs to us. We'll get them sold, or we'll sell you one.
There you go. And then if you want to do a test drive, give us a call, 918-291-1011. Once again, that's 918-291-1011. Visit us on our website at wadesrv.com. And you know what? When you come out here, just tell them Little Wade and Willie D sent you.
I'll see you on the road.